Hi there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to our TGIF Talks, episode 81. I'm your host, Dr. Sheep. With my co-host, Honest Phil.
Hey.
Roll the intro.
My water.
Go get it while I roll the intro.
Wouldn't you like to get away?
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.
And they're always glad you came.
These podcasts are broken down into 4 parts. First, we have how our weeks have been, followed by the news, followed by your comment, followed by a random 4th topic. Today's 4th topic is we will be discussing how our latest trip to the middle of nowhere went.
Yes.
So, the last 2 weeks, how have they been?
Fine.
Fine. The folks need to know about the big news.
Big news?
I mean,
What big news?
what do you mean, what big news? You know exactly what big news I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, we went on another trip.
No, not today.
Oh.
Was it Thursday?
Thursday? What happened Thursday?
Maybe Friday?
Friday?
Something with a plane company.
Plane company? Not ringing a bell.
They do repairs.
Repairs.
You.
Me.
God damn it, just tell them what happened.
Oh. I got a new job.
Congratulations. Everybody give him a round of applause. Phil has finally gotten a new job. However, the schmucks won't let you start until December. Which,
Yeah.
fair enough, if they want to do a big orientation.
Mm-hmm.
So, how long is the interview?
How long? It was like 40 minutes.
It's a long interview.
Well, I mean, might have been more like 30. It was 9:40. So the interview was at 9. It was like 9:40 when I looked at my phone again when I walked out.
Mm.
So, but I did have to wait for like, I don't know, 5 minutes or so before they could call the person down, the interviewer. And then, I don't know, we walked to his office and then, maybe like a half hour or so.
Was he in a suit or...
No.
Mm.
No, he was just dressed up with like a button down.
Oh, did they tell you what, like... I guess you have no idea still, so you don't know, like, what's the dress protocol? Do you get, like, a jumper suit?
Oh. Well, judging by what everyone else is wearing, it'll probably just be like a partial uniform. Like jeans and then they have like a shirt I'd be wearing.
Mm. Maybe look into getting some of these.
Yes.
These work pants. They're at the fort. They're really cheap, actually, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
And they're nice and thin. They feel like cargo short material, kind of.
Ah, I see.
So they're nice and thin, so like you won't get heated up when you're crawling inside of...
I mean, I don't think I'll be crawling inside of stuff. I'm just working on stuff. That's someone else's job, I believe.
Oh, someone else? I wonder how much that guy gets paid to crawl inside.
Yeah, I don't know.
You just get to be exposed to dangerous chemicals.
Yeah,
And that can be fun.
I suppose. I don't know how dangerous.
I mean, nothing compared to probably the... however dangerous sulfuric acid is.
Yeah. Nothing like ammonia or anything.
No. You have to wear a respirator.
Yeah, nothing that requires a hazmat suit.
Well, you didn't have to wear a hazmat suit. You didn't necessarily need to wear a respirator,
I
just
thought
goggles and gloves.
I thought one day you said you were dressed up like
I was.
Walter.
I was wearing a full-face respirator because I liked the full-face respirator.
Oh, so you didn't have a jacket on it?
No.
Oh.
So you can if you want to. The truck drivers tend to wear one. I don't know why, but they do. Some of them do anyways.
When they're driving?
No, when they get out to unload.
Hmm.
The nice part about the respirator is just in the event that you get a whiff, which is literally every time you're working with it, it's nice to not smell it and want to die.
I see. Is it, it smell bad?
Then it's not like it's bad. It's just like, were you there the day we made soap?
I don't recall.
And it almost gassed us out in your parents' basement?
Mm.
I didn't
Then
think
no.
so. I think it was
Then
Kyle.
no.
And, yeah, so, okay. The next time we make soap, whenever that will be, I have no idea. I haven't made soap in a long time. I even don't know if my coconut oil is any good anymore. Well, it's kind of like, it just, like, takes your breath away, really. Because it's just, like, everything just goes, you know. If you know, like you tighten your muscles, it's like almost as if, like, you can feel all the blood vessels in your face just go, because it's attracted to moisture. It's just ripping the moisture out of your cells.
Really?
Yeah. Nasty stuff. Because it's anhydrous ammonia. That's without water. Ammonia.
Yes.
So the stuff is nasty. Like normal ammonia. But when you concentrate it like this, it's terrible.
Like in soap?
They put ammonia in soap?
Or would you do a soap that...
Well, so we weren't using pure water. We were using tap water.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever's in the tap water that reacts with the sodium hydroxide,
Yeah.
that created some sort of gas that was not fun. we poured it in, I started stirring it, and all of a sudden, like I couldn't breathe. It was I was just coughing. I had to open. When I did it in the house one time. The first time I did it in the house. This was the first time I've ever done something like this. And so I'm like gagging. We're opening up windows, turning on the fans. I'm like trying to go find a place where I could freaking breathe.
Are your parents?
Yes. Just doing it there on the counter, just stirring up freaking sodium hydroxide and water, and all of a sudden can't breathe.
Let's see.
Great time.
And then you did it in our basement?
Yes.
And you had to open up windows?
No, we ran a fan.
A fan. Oh.
Yeah.
That help?
We just poured it and kind of went upstairs.
Oh. Oh.
Parents like, what's going on down there? Oh, nothing.
Wait, really?
No, but
They didn't comment on it?
well, I don't think they were there when we did this.
Oh.
But imagine we just went upstairs. It's like, what's going on? It's like nothing. It's just like the pilot from Alf. Do you remember the pilot from Alf? Where Alf wakes up with Kate in the bed, and they freak out, and he runs to the bathroom. Will's like, "What's going on out there?" And Alf's like, "Nothing, just screaming."
No. But what I was going to say is, I could just about imagine, one day you just somehow get a key to our parents' place. You're like,
Your mom Belle gave me a key.
yeah.
It's not that
and
hard.
it's like, anytime you need to come over to make a video, you just kind of pop yourself over. Well, I was just thinking, the one day that you decide to pop yourself over, no one's home. It's like, so today on the Dr. Sheep channel, we're going to make soap. And mom and dad come home, and it's like, what's going on down there? Oh, nothing, just making a video.
Oh, hand me the respirator.
Oh, nothing, just making a video.
So like,
And you come upstairs, you have like a full-on hazmat suit.
It's like, nothing?
Nothing, just
That's-
making
That's
a video.
respirator? What are you doing?
What are you doing? Oh yeah, with your broken one.
No, it's not broken.
It's on weird.
That's because I haven't attached it. Oh, this part, yeah, well.
Yeah, it's on weird.
Well, no, yeah, I just come upstairs and like, what's going on down there? It's like, nothing?
Nothing.
What's the respirator? It's just like,
Nothing.
just casual respirator.
Yeah.
Don't you wear a respirator casually? It's like, no. Well, you shut!
Wait, is that mask approved? Like if you walked into Walmart or something, would they make you put on a
They
real
let you
mask?
they let you wear those stupid, like, face masks things.
Bandanas?
Well, they let you wear literally anything to cover your mouth and nose.
you can wear a motorcycle helmet that covers your full face up.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
But it doesn't cover down to your neck.
doesn't matter.
So you could wear this.
Yeah, we have.
We haven't walked into Walmart.
Oh, we
with
walked
them.
around campus with it.
We walked around campus.
But yeah, I mean, those are the good old days.
Yes. Sadly, you can't do that anymore. Or at least, no, you shouldn't do that.
Just pop into your parents' place. What's going on down there? Just adding sodium to water in your parents' basement? Oh, nothing. Just
Oh, no,
run!
I was saying wearing a hazmat suit into Walmart.
Oh, you still certainly could.
Guess you could.
Still fit in.
Yeah, but the meme's kind of over, though.
Oh yeah, the meme died a long time ago.
I mean,
It was dead when we wore the respirator, to be honest.
that was something people wore in like February, January.
When they were
Oh
literally
yeah,
concerned.
because we talked about it in the union that one day. Remember back when we used to meet every day for lunch? It was like every Wednesday or something. Remember when we met? We were like, yeah, we should walk around campus with like the big old hazmat suit saying "First case in Nebraska."
Yeah, we were gonna walk around with Kyle because he was dying.
Yeah, well,
He's still dying.
I think we were gonna walk around with like. Oh wait, no. I think we had already discovered. I think it had already hit the U.S. when we started joking around about it because we were gonna talk about first case in Nebraska, whatever. Because I think that was January 20th was like first in the U.S. or something.
Oh, it was in the U.S. long before that.
It wasn't that long before that.
Oh, that we know about.
Oh, well, the first
Confirmed
case was like January 20th. But see, it was like the first week of January, like the 5th or something, is when I first heard about it. I first heard about stuff raging in China.
I just saw like the beginnings of the memes, and I'm like, China right now. I'm like, what is that? I don't even know what this is. It was just the Plague Inc. thing. I'm like, I don't even know what this means. What happened? And then next thing I know, the world's like coming to an end, and I'm like, oh, solid. And like, I just remember, oh my god, it was so good. I just remember my roommate's girlfriends. It was like the night, or like a few nights before, like, it was a few weeks before spring break.
Yeah.
And the girls were just over, and they were all concerned about, what's gonna happen. I'm talking about, the world's gonna end, and they're starting to freak out, and it's just like, Doc, what are you doing? It's just like, oh, sorry.
And then something happens, and you can't go.
And something happens, and you can't go.
Yes.
Famous last words ever.
And then something happens, and you can't go.
Yeah, the world literally shut down. Which reminds me, I need a texture about going out to see what is supposedly the worst Marvel movie. Yeah, apparently it's the worst Marvel movie ever.
Did it just come out?
Yeah. Apparently it's the worst Marvel movie ever.
So I heard Black Widow was bad.
This is worse. Actually, well, okay.
I think the Hulk was the all-time worst. But I heard the most recent one was Black Widow.
So what's interesting? So Black Widow still does well on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
The Hulk actually has done well on Rotten Tomatoes. The worst rated Marvel movie, up until Eternals, was Thor: The Dark World.
Really? That was the worst?
Yeah.
That did worse than the Hulk?
The Hulk is actually well received on Rotten Tomatoes.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
And
indeed.
so Eternals, what is it rated?
Poo-poo.
Like,
well, that was before it came out. I don't know what it's rated now. It was not good.
So, wait, when they rate it on Rotten Tomatoes, is that like at the world premiere?
So that's like critics are the first people to do it. And then it's open to the public because everybody can go and post.
Oh, so the critics see it before the world premiere? Or do the critics see it at the world premiere?
I really don't know how the world premiere works.
Oh.
They see it weeks before everybody else, though.
Because I do know that the Grand is always, they show it like a week or two after it first initially is released.
Really? I thought they always released it the day that it's released in theaters to everywhere.
Well, yeah, it's everywhere, but the world premiere is like, a day or so, it's a couple days earlier, isn't it?
I have no idea. I don't even know I've never, whatever. The point is just look up the ratings. Maybe it's gone up.
I thought okay, anyways, yeah,
It's right there. Ooh. Okay, so the audience is taking it better than the critics.
So the critics give it a 48, and the audience gives it an 81.
All right, Thor: The Dark World, Rotten Tomatoes.
What?
Oh, why we wait for that to happen? So yeah, so yes, Phil's getting a new job. I don't know how we even got onto this, but I remember now.
We're talking about movies.
There you go.
So it's worse on the audience, but it's better on the critics.
No, it's better on audience. It's worse on the critics. Oh, you're talking about Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah, Thor: The Dark World is worse for audience, but better for the critics.
Yeah. Fascinating.
Yeah.
Well, anyways.
Well, I guess we could look at.
Hulk.
Oh.
Black Widow is like 90 something.
Well, no, that wasn't what I was gonna look at.
It's
but-
certified fresh.
Oh wait, no, not Black Widow. Hulk.
Or you look up the Incredible Hulk.
Oh yeah, Incredible Hulk.
It's gonna say. There we go.
There was not a tomato meter. Audience is 64. Eternals is better.
Oh, you exited out of. Wait, no, that wasn't it. Maybe it's just the Hulk. Whatever. Point is.
Yeah. Oh wait, here I was gonna look up.
You said primer.
Yeah, I know. I can't spell.
Journals in Los Angeles, October 18th. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's like a month before it was released.
I told you it comes out before.
Yeah. Anyways, so
That's how people, because then it was released in the theaters on November 5th.
yeah.
So
Anyways.
I told you the world premiere is always comes out first, and it's always in like L.A. or something like that.
Anyways, so before I move on, so we gotta address the elephant in the room. Controversy. It's not really controversy. So somehow, somewhere, my channel got found by my work.
Yeah.
Somewhere, somehow. And I have
Oh, you done talking about the Eternals?
What about it?
Oh, you done?
Yeah, I didn't care about it anymore.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about more whenever I go to see it. Anyways. No. But, so, somehow, somewhere, work found out about it. We have two theories. Either A, someone at work, somehow, someway, knows me personally and knows about the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Two, well, actually, there's three ways, sorry. Two, the background check people mentioned it to somebody somewhere and it worked his way up the grapevine. Or three, somebody somewhere was on Facebook, wanted to look at me on Facebook because I guess they're stalkers, and found out I have a channel.
Well, I was
'Cause they
thinking it was the
cannot-
background check people.
Maybe.
The background check
But why
people.
would they care to tell anybody?
What?
They're there just to prove there's nothing wrong, and then they move on with their lives.
Well,
Not
yeah.
like they're gonna keep looking weeks later, because this took a month. This took over a month.
Well, yeah, I'm saying the background check people. They look into your history, your social media. So they probably found out about your Facebook because they're looking at all your social media. Then they saw you at a YouTube. Like, okay, let's check this out. See what kind of content he's posting. Oh, he's doing podcasts. He's talking about stuff. What type of stuff is he talking about? Oh, he talks about his work. Maybe we should mention this. Put a little
But here's the thing, though.
alert.
We hadn't talked about this job because we had no idea until long after that.
Yeah, but they knew you were doing podcasts. So they probably put a flag on you, like, oh, he does podcasts where he talks about his life and what's going on. This could be an issue.
I don't think the background check people really go in that in depth. They really probably just like have a bot that scans for words like Hitler, Nazis,
Well,
racism
you know, those words have been mentioned many times.
in the podcast, never written down.
Yeah. And so they probably had a bot scan through your videos like,
No
he's
way.
mentioned all of
Here's the
this.
thing, though. The device necessary to do that it's actually a very complicated thing, and YouTube's algorithm struggles with it to find that kind of stuff.
Well, the thing is that YouTube's algorithm can literally give computer-generated captions.
Right, but like the thing. But,
So
like,
the computer
just-
can generate captions of thing like it's basically like a Siri. You know, you can talk to Siri to get. They have that for Google because you don't even have videos that you have captions. But look, I can literally click captions, and it will.
Down on Friday.
And they're always
It'll
Oh my god, it's so wrong.
it'll give words, but obviously, if we say a word like Hitler, that it recognizes and picks that up. Well, hey, when they're
But,
scanning through
but
the
again, though,
captions,
they're not. But that's the thing is, this technology is cutting edge. These background check or agencies don't have that. They're not.
that you know of.
They don't.
Well, you
No,
know,
they're-
you say that now. They're going to come in.
Well,
So,
in
you
like
said some stuff in the
20
podcast.
in like 20 years, yeah, when AI is more advanced, and that's a dime a dozen. But like YouTube's thing struggles with it. Siri and Google struggle with just listening to words.
So you don't think they can get an off-brand version?
No, they don't exist. These agencies, literally, their job is to Google search you, spend a few hours scrolling, and that's it.
Because I guess I was just thinking, the video's done. The captions can come out literally as soon as the video's playing. So I was just thinking that, well, obviously, it seems to me that they could just have these entire captions just printed to them on a script, and then they can just Control F certain keywords that they want to know.
They don't, though.
Can that
That's
be how?
not-
Because otherwise, you just have to watch 2 hours of podcast. The other way would just be to have the video, to have some sort of software that scans an entire database of all the words that it estimates it thinks you say. Control F's for keywords that you want it to find.
Yeah,
And if it spits something
people
out, it'll
don't-
give you a timestamp, and then you go back in and you watch.
People
that
don't have
segment.
that technology. That technology doesn't exist. That's like spy movie stuff. That stuff exists in government agencies, not your run-in-the-mill background check. Literally, background
It
checks
seems
are
like-
just people. Their jobs are to literally Google search you and look up all the results that pop up on Google,
Yeah.
and then that's it. That is their job.
But your Facebook pops up in Google.
Right, and then they have to read Facebook.
Yeah, and so
They're
there's-
being paid to read social media posts. That's literally how it happens.
Yeah.
There's no AI. If they find a YouTube channel, they're gonna scroll through a few thumbnails and that's it. They might watch a
And
few
so-
minutes here and there.
So your point is that they've been watching you for a month.
No, I don't know. They do it once.
Yeah.
That's it. They've got all kinds of people they need to keep going
Oh.
through. They don't get paid to constantly watch you. This is not the NSA.
So you're thinking that the only logical answer is that someone within the background check or someone through the company knows about you and your channel.
It wouldn't be the background check. I think literally what happened is I did these virtual trainers, all right? Somebody got curious. I mean, I got curious. I Instagram stalked some of the people
Yeah.
in there. Who doesn't do that?
So someone got curious and started following your channel.
Somebody got curious and Facebooked me.
Yeah.
I don't know what boomer Facebooked somebody, but you get the picture.
Let's see.
They got curious. They saw my Instagram was blocked, so they had to go to the Facebook.
I could just. This face as the perfect meme caption for this.
Well, I mean, we use a similar face every time we talk about him on the cast.
That face.
Well, anyways, whomever, but like that's the thing though, because I asked her, I was like, how'd they find out? She's like, the grapevine, and I'm like, so that's why it doesn't make me think it was background check, because she would say background check brought it to us. No, it was somebody else was looking around. They were snooping around. Which fair enough.
And they saw you, and so they're snooping around. And they got curious about your podcast, and they watched it.
Well, they didn't get curious about the podcast. I
And
mean, they got curious about, this guy makes YouTube videos,
What
and
kind
then
of
goes,
content?
and then they see my new job as one of them, and they're like, and they clicked on it, and then they watched. But they even watched like podcasts where we didn't even like title it that. We title it something completely different, and those are the ones I think they taught
That they mentioned.
that they were hinting at.
Hmm.
So I'm like, I'm genuinely curious.
No.
I have no idea. All in all, folks, what this all means is that
The world is coming to an end.
no. All it really means is that I'm going to try and refrain from talking about work as much as possible just because, well, apparently the NSA is now watching me.
I as well.
You don't watch.
I watch your videos. I watched the pumpkin carving one, and then I watched the room build.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
I was here for that, but I watched the video
You were
about.
here for the end of it.
I was here for the end.
You weren't here for the torture.
I watched the video about the torture, except you didn't do a snippet where you walked through Menards.
I always forget to do that part.
Yeah,
But it's always awkward, too.
because you said you were going to. But anyways, this is the end product, I guess.
Kind of, for the time being.
So all that's left on the checklist, just filling in the holes.
Which will take forever.
Probably never.
Probably might never happen, to be honest.
Probably might never.
Hey.
You know, I was thinking. So, I was thinking about the best way to do. So when you're doing this and this, you know, obviously it's always like hindsight 2020. You know, if I were doing this, how would I do it? And
Not use pegboard?
well, no, pegboard, I like that, but
Double
specifically the vent, you could cut out. I was thinking you cut out an actual rectangle hole, so the vent can just
I
come
was
down with
going
air,
to.
and then you line the outside edge with just cardboard. That way the light can't shine through and down.
Oh, we were going to do a rectangular hole.
Yeah.
It just got too difficult. Because it's not easy, because we forgot about it, and so I had to cut it.
Because I was literally thinking all you had to do was drill 4 holes, and then don't you have like a handsaw? You
Oh, I tried.
Oh, it's too difficult?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Because, like, there's lights on the other side, so I'm, like, trying to
Oh,
cut
no, I meant when
slowly.
you're at your barn.
Oh, well, yeah, had we remembered before we put it up,
You could have just cut it out.
yes, but we forgot.
And then I was also thinking with this, well, so there are 2 ways to do this. One way that I was thinking was, I guess the measurements didn't line up, but
That's
connect-
screwed up.
you connect 2 halves, you cut 2 half circles, and then have them meet in the center.
That's a little more difficult. You'd be surprised.
Yeah. Otherwise, you have to drill a hole and just kind of spiral around until you get the size you want.
No.
How'd you do it?
It's called a pencil and a string.
No. I meant how did you cut it out?
Outback's very good with a saw.
Oh, so when you drill a hole and then cut it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking you
He's
did.
very good with a saw.
That's what I was thinking you did.
We were supposed to use a jigsaw, but we forgot that. Anyways,